Chosen one, stop. Do not scroll past this message because I am warning you with the deepest urgency. What I am about to expose was completely sealed until this exact moment. You are currently standing at the most dangerous intersection of your life, and the enemy has set a subtle trap disguised as an ordinary opportunity. Lock your attention right here. Heaven intercepted your digital feed today for a very specific reason. This is not a coincidence or a random accident of an algorithm, but it is a divine appointment scheduled before the earth was even formed. The enemy has been working overtime against your destiny this week. He wants to keep you from hearing this truth because your breakthrough depends on your total obedience right now. Your entire life depends on what is unfolding in this room. Your future, your family, and everything you love are hanging in the balance at this very second. Do not walk back onto the spiritual battlefield without your armor. Listen with your soul. Stay with me until the very last second, because heaven is speaking directly to you. Let us speak about that quiet exhaustion you have been carrying in your bones. It is a deep tiredness that sleep can never fix. You have spent the last few weeks wondering why your body feels so heavily drained, while the very atmosphere around your household feels completely stagnant. You thought it was a medical issue. You thought you were simply losing your mind under the daily pressure. You want to isolate yourself from everyone you love. You are waking up automatically at 3 or 4 in the morning with a heavy heart, and your dreams have become incredibly intense. While your waking hours feel like a constant battle, you feel isolated. You feel lonely, even when you are standing in a crowded room. You have always been the universal problem solver for your friends. You extended grace when they deserved anger, but they returned your pure kindness with betrayal and dark rumors. They used your beautiful light to warm themselves while they left you shivering in the cold. You are an emotional sponge, absorbing all the negativity. You carry the unspoken burdens of your entire household. Stop blaming yourself for this suffering because heaven wants to reframe your reality today. That heavy pressure in your chest is not anxiety, but it is actually intense spiritual discernment, detecting a massive shift. Your soul is working overtime in the unseen realm to shield your family. You were chosen by the Most High to be a generational cycle breaker. The world called you weak, but heaven calls you a warrior of light. You were hidden in the dark wilderness to protect your inner architecture from the low frequencies of the world. You are a watchman standing sentinel over something sacred. The enemy is terrified of the mantle you carry on your life. He knows your true power, and that is exactly why he is using your family dynamics to keep you completely paralyzed. You are trapped in a cycle of delay, but your long season of silent suppression ends right here. Your whole life is caught in a spiritual standstill because your family timeline is waiting for your awakening. When you remain stagnant, everyone tied to your destiny remains trapped in the dark. This is why the divine instruction today is so completely critical for your future. You are the chosen vessel to break the ancient chains. I am naming this early because I refuse to build false mystery just to sell you something at the end. I respect your sacred time. Some of you already feel a powerful pull in your spirit, and you deserve to know the physical solution right now instead of waiting through another 30 minutes of teaching. A real tool exists. There is a digital restoration protocol created by a neuroscientist named Dr. Robert Lake. It is called the Genius Song. This is a unique 7-minute audio track that works through brain entrainment. It reactivates your original gamma brainwave frequency, which is the exact frequency connected to high intuition, fast alignment, and total flow state. This super brainwave is your God-given ability. Scientists at institutions like MIT and Princeton have measured this exact technology. If your spirit already tells you that this is the missing key for your life, you do not have to wait. The official link is placed right now in the description and the first pinned comment below. Do not rush your decision. If you need more spiritual context, I want you to stay for the full message because we are going much deeper. But if you already know you are ready to reclaim what was taken, the door is open. For those who are staying, let us now uncover the hidden reason why your life depends on this alignment. But let me reframe your reality right now, because you have been reading the spiritual signs backwards. The world told you that your isolation was a terrible punishment. They told you that you were failing. The noise of society made you feel completely worthless. But heaven calls your current season something completely different. It is a divine insulation. You look at your closed doors. You see the broken relationships. You wonder why everything is so quiet. And during those long nights when you cry out for answers, you feel like God has completely abandoned your calling. You think your delay is a sign of rejection. But the truth is that the Most High is hiding his most precious weapons inside the deepest darkness of the wilderness. This brings us to a profound secret that plays out in the lives of every single chosen soul. There is a deep reason why your closest friends suddenly walked away without any logical explanation. You did nothing wrong to deserve their sudden coldness. And while you were weeping over their absence, the unseen realm was executing a calculated rescue mission to save your future. The people around you were carrying low frequencies. Their spirits were comfortable with your struggle, but they could never handle the heavy weight of your future glory. They loved you when you were broken because your pain made them feel superior. But the moment God began to stir your spiritual DNA, their inner darkness automatically reacted against your light. They became weapons of distraction. If God left them in your life, they would have sabotaged the divine assignment on your bloodline. He had to close those comfortable doors. He had to create a painful silence around your life. And although your human heart felt completely shattered by their rejection, your spirit was finally freed from the invisible shackles of people-pleasing. You were being set apart for a global mandate. You were born different from the ordinary crowd. Since your early childhood, you carried an exceptionally vibrant energy that shifted the atmosphere of every room you entered. You had intense flashes of intuition. You could read the true intentions of adults before they even spoke a word. You had a deep connection to the supernatural realm that made ordinary people highly uncomfortable. There is a perfect scientific and spiritual explanation for your childhood brilliance. Your brain was operating at a magnificent level because you were naturally born with an incredibly strong activation of the gamma super brainwave. This super wave is the highest frequency the human nervous system can produce. It is the exact frequency of genius, divine revelation, and sudden miracles. When your gamma wave is fully active, your mind naturally operates in a flawless state of flow. You experience constant synchronicities. You pray, and the answers manifest with supernatural acceleration. You see the hidden patterns of reality. And during your earliest years, this divine frequency was the exact reason why your life felt so magical, enchanted, and filled with infinite potential. But look at what happened as you grew older. The modern world is systematically engineered to suppress this heavenly gift. Society demands your total conformity. The educational system forces you to suppress your spiritual instincts. And by the time you reached a specific age, the toxic noise of this world began to slowly turn down the volume of your original power. There is a devastating phenomenon that happens to nearly every chosen soul on this planet. The world calls it growing up, but neuroscience has discovered a much more sinister truth about this transition. It is a specific pattern of mental decay that begins around a very critical turning point in your childhood development. This is a destructive process that suffocates your destiny. I am opening a loop here about this dark reality because you must understand exactly how your frequency was stolen from you. The scientific world calls this tragedy the decline effect. It is a silent suppression that seals your super wave. And in the next section of our message, I am going to reveal the exact age when this destructive process officially began. But heaven refuses to let your destiny remain dormant in this dark prison. The season of your captivity is officially coming to an end, A unique physical anchor has been provided to bypass this earthly noise and restore your original inheritance. You do not need to perform exhausting physical rituals or spend decades trying to force your mind into alignment through muscle power. The solution has been compressed into a simple 7-minute daily protocol. All it requires is for you to put on a pair of stereo headphones and sit in absolute stillness. This beautiful audio technology works directly on your nervous system from the outside. It gently deactivates the stress signals while it illuminates your dormant genius wave with perfect precision. You must listen carefully now. This next part will reach deep places inside your soul. There is a precise timeline that the enemy uses against you. You are about to discover the exact age when your divine alignment was permanently broken, and this sudden revelation will completely change how you view your entire past. Do not turn away from this truth. Neuroscience has confirmed that this decline begins around the age of 7. Before this critical turning point, your young brain was naturally saturated with powerful gamma waves. You had a direct connection to heaven. But the heavy programming of modern society forces your neural pathways to shift into survival, and your original brilliance was completely buried under the noise. This painful decline is not a random tragedy. It is a predictable spiritual pattern. It has been documented for thousands of years. You can see this clearly when you study the ancient story of Moses in the sacred scriptures, because his journey follows the exact same path. He lived in the grand palaces of Egypt. He possessed immense worldly power. He felt completely ready. He wanted to change things. But God had to isolate him in the quiet wilderness for 40 long years before his true calling could be officially activated. You are walking in his exact footsteps. Your isolation was an intentional period of spiritual insulation. Consider the young shepherd King David. He was anointed in total secrecy. He carried a royal destiny, but he spent years running for his life in dark caves because the corrupt system was terrified of the pure frequency he carried inside his soul. He had to endure the silence. He did not give up. He trusted the divine orchestration. Your soul needed protection. The wilderness built your inner architecture. It was a sacred furnace. And during those quiet years, when you felt completely forgotten, the hand of God was secretly forming your spirit to carry the massive weight of your future glory. But now a new danger has emerged. Your neural pathways are stuck. Modern neuroplasticity research outlines a clear pattern called the plateau effect. Your gains will naturally fade without reinforcement. You will slowly drift back into your old habits, because your brain requires a consistent frequency to lock in your spiritual transformation permanently. You are standing at a critical edge. You have been treating your preparation as an endless sentence. You are sitting in the waiting room of destiny. The unknown magnitude of your calling terrifies you, and because you are afraid of the massive disruption your power will cause, you have chosen to remain safely hidden behind the familiar walls of your current struggle. This is a severe trap. Now we must go deeper. We must confront the real blockage. The truth is highly uncomfortable. The ultimate enemy, stopping your beautiful breakthrough, is not the toxic people who betrayed your trust, and it is not a dark demon waiting for you in the shadows of the night. The real barrier is inside you. You have signed a hidden agreement with limitation. You have become completely comfortable playing the tragic role of the helpless victim. The familiar pain feels safer than the unknown future. And every time you complain about your constant lack of resources, you are actually using your past trauma as a convenient excuse to escape your divine responsibility. You are sabotaging your calling. You are hiding behind your pain. You blame the people who left you. You complain about your constant lack. But the absolute reality is that you are simply terrified of the immense authority that heaven has placed on your life, because true power requires total accountability. You prefer the comfort of delay. This is exactly what God spoke over your life today. Your whole future depends on this moment. Your family is waiting for your response. Everything you love relies entirely on your willingness to break this internal contract right now, because heaven is refusing to tolerate your constant hesitation any longer. Heaven is waiting for your absolute obedience. Let us pause here and look at the facts of your situation. Your childhood brilliance was a physical reality measured by specific brain frequencies. The stress of your environment turned off that power when you turned 7. Your long season of isolation was not a punishment from God, but it was a necessary period to protect your mind from toxic influences. You survived the wilderness. The real blockage you face today is an internal habit of fear. You have spent many years blaming external circumstances for your lack of progress. The physical data proves you can alter your reality. You must make a choice to reinforce your neural pathways, because staying in this half-activated state will only allow your original gains to drift away. You hold the power. The spiritual warfare over your household is real. You are the chosen vessel for this shift. Your family is waiting for your move. Before the outward breakthrough can manifest in your physical environment, there is a specific step that your soul must take right now. Pay close attention to what follows. Remember, over 30 minutes ago when we first touched this hidden solution, you need a physical tool for your breakthrough. You cannot afford to live an ordinary life under constant suppression. And every morning when you wake up, the generational heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. Your original childhood brilliance was always completely real. You naturally carried a magnificent level of divine energy. Many chosen souls have already walked this path of neural restoration. She described her mind as a heavy machine running at low capacity. But after using this specific protocol for 3 weeks, brilliant ideas appeared naturally. Let us examine a teacher from Texas who spent a long decade helping others while her own life felt completely stagnant. She made major decisions in a single morning. This is not a temporary emotional high or a vague promise. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years documenting this neural phenomenon. His findings are fully backed by studies at MIT and Princeton University. You believe this sounds too good to be true because you previously tried meditation without seeing any real physical results. This technology uses a completely different principle. I understand that $39 is a very significant financial decision. I would never disrespect your personal situation during this hard season. The warfare has been incredibly heavy on your household finances lately. But you must look closely at what you are risking by staying in this paralyzed condition, because the cost of constant delay is much higher than this small investment. Your family is waiting for your move. Dr. Lake compressed this entire neural technology into a digital track. This premium solution is called the Genius Song. You often spend much more on alternative healing options. A standard meditation app costs $15 every month, while a single professional therapy session can easily cost over $150. Today it costs only $39 total. This single payment is a complete investment in your baseline frequency. You will also receive 4 premium bonuses worth $80 completely free. This stack includes the Genius Child audio track to protect your household. Dr. Lake is so confident that he provides a 90-day guarantee, and you can keep all 4 bonuses even if you request a refund. Your peace of mind is completely honored here. This accessible price helps the remnant immediately now. Less than 4% of users ever ask for their money back. This tool is simply phase 1 of your complete restoration path. Other phases are priced differently because the technology changes completely, but you cannot skip ahead because your mind must stabilize during this initial process. Your neural pathways must stabilize completely first. Every single day your gamma wave remains dormant is a massive loss. Your family timeline stays completely trapped in this heavy delay. The enemy loves your hesitation because it prolongs the ancestral curse. Your future self is looking back at this critical intersection right now, and this vital choice does not need to be perfect as long as it is completely right. Step into your true divine authority immediately. I need to protect your spirit from a dangerous deception. There is a large army of imitation products online today. They use this exact same title on public marketplaces. Those counterfeit tracks contain empty audio files without any real brain entrainment technology, and they will only scramble your alignment while causing intense mental exhaustion. The only verified original source is right here. Pause for a moment and take a deep breath now. Place your hand over your chest in this quiet room. This choice is not about money or temporary resources. It is a sacred decision about your true identity as a chosen soul, and the verified link is available right now in the first line of the description. It is also placed inside the pinned comment. Receive your activation track before you leave. When you complete your order, the next page arrives quickly. It may look like another commercial sales pitch to you. I want to tell you honestly what that door represents. It is simply the second phase of your restoration journey, and you are permitted to evaluate it within a few brief seconds because either choice will be fully honored. There is no pressure or trickery here. Your spirit will naturally recognize the path. Now, we must seal this prophetic word into your reality. Close your eyes and prepare your heart for the decree. Speak these exact words out loud with me right now. I release the heavy armor of my past, and I break every ancestral cycle of delay over my bloodline because heaven has officially activated my next chapter. I receive my divine power completely today. I walk into my destiny with confidence. Type Amen in the comments to sign this covenant. Hit the like button to spread this bright frequency. Subscribe to this channel for your next prophetic instruction. May the grace of the Most High shield your future, protect your household, and accelerate your brilliant breakthrough while you walk in absolute peace. The long wilderness season is officially over. You are always completely safe with me.